Okay, everybody up. We're going to start with some squats. Everybody standing, arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Thanks for doing that with me. Feels good, right? Like Michael Scott found with Cafe Disco, communicating the joy of movement isn't always easy. But it's something I believe in, and it was key to the work I will share. So I'm Hilary Symington. I'm getting my master's in arts management. For my thesis, I worked at Ballet Austin as a development apprentice. I specialized in events planning, corporate relations, and relationship building. I'm a published economist with a background in macroeconomic forecasting. Forecasting trends is my worldview. I drew upon my 4 years working experience in Austin Tech. The role was also a fit because I'm an ATX ballerina. An ATX ballerina is a dancer who embodies the Austin motto, keep Austin weird. I teach Zumba and I love to dance. From field research in Ballet Austin's Department of Development, I used the lens of developing corporate sponsors for Ballet Austin as a window into the overall development of the city. Universal truths about the changing landscape of Austin emerged from my work. Austin is growing. Ranked by the Wall Street Journal as the top city for job seekers in 2018, the economic development is at a breakneck speed and has been for about a decade. It's an exciting time. So, how does Ballet Austin fit into this changing landscape? How can a dance organization work with corporations to harmonious ends? My finding was that Ballet Austin must invest time and resources into cultivating personal, trust-based relationships with its corporate contacts. Erin Williams on the right supervised my work. Erin is Ballet Austin's development and special events manager. She is a strategic mastermind and a delight to work with. Under Erin's guidance, I studied the strategy of developing corporate relationships. Value alignment was the goal. So, under Erin's suggestion, I started reading the Austin Business Journal every day. I picked up on trends and gained a sense of what corporations might want, asking myself again and again, how can we work together? Researcher Brené Brown describes marble jar relationships. Each relationship is a jar. Build trust, gain a marble. Lose trust, lose a marble. Her finding that trust is built in small moments became the cornerstone of my work. So, back to the question, how do we build trust? We asked ourselves this question in weekly development meetings. Using our lived understanding of the Austin environment, the development team and I brainstormed. How can we build trust? By listening. In my time at Ballet Austin, I went on a listening tour with corporate sponsors to figure out what works best. I asked questions like, what are your day-to-day concerns? How can we help? What's working? What's not? And then I listened. Each conversation was a marble in the jar, because not only did we learn ideas to improve, we learned Stacy at Maxwell Lock and Ritter likes mystery novels. Shaniqua at Google, I met her at Diva Dance, is from Atlanta. Nicole at Spectrum drives a monster pickup. We built trust. Trust is the foundation for all partnerships, corporate and otherwise. Before a company invests in Ballet Austin, they have to trust that we will be good stewards of their funds. This is true whether it's a $40,000 donation or a $100 raffle gift. By looking outward to the city we inhabit, Ballet Austin cemented its corporate sponsors and developed a foundation for new relationships. By listening to corporate sponsors' specific needs, we were better prepared to provide solutions. Solutions to problems like parking, office space, client engagement, employee engagement, brand alignment. These were consistent areas Ballet Austin was in a position to be of use to businesses new and old to the city. Ballet Austin has so much to offer Austin corporations, whether hosting a Nutcracker corporate party or inviting employee groups to fitness classes. Ballet Austin has resources to share. But before we could build these services, we had to build trust. So, after each conversation with a corporate contact, we diligently reviewed their benefit package to be sure we were doing all we could. We also used what we learned to pivot and expand existing partnerships. In conclusion, I want to thank Ballet Austin for bringing me on as a development apprentice. The time I spent working with the ballet was joyful and a dancer's dream. I met my city in a new way, and I forged new relationships. After all, I love Austin, and I love ballet. Sharing my joy was a delight. This, by the way, is the most famous graffiti in downtown Austin, and that's my little brother. If you visit, be sure to check it out. There are tacos.